have to say, Carl, when I look at your resume, I think from this to opera singer. There are few people who have been both a truck driver and a bounty hunter before taking to the stage.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you make of that? How did you, so you started out right out of college as a bounty hunter or first a truck driver?
I was a truck driver first. Then I became I was complaining to a friend of mine that I wasn't making any money. And he suggested I work with a friend of his who was a bounty hunter. And I thought he was crazy, of course. But then I looked into it and I thought, gosh, that's a lot of money. And so I went into bounty hunting.
Now, all along, did you know you could sing?
Oh, I did, yeah.
You did.
I got a degree in music, but it's not what I wanted to do. I ran from it. And sometimes we end up doing what we don't want to do because we're chosen to do that, and that's what happened to me.
Where are you now with it, though, after having a career? You first sang in 1992, so it's, 14 years later. You've come to embrace this gift that you have, I would think.
Yeah, I'm very lucky. I'm booked through 2013.
Oh, that's it, huh?
Yeah, so I have a pretty good career going, and,
I think I'm booked through the second week in January. We just take it one day at a time. But that's really incredible that you start out knowing you have this, and as you say, you ran from it, and then you learned to embrace it. And there's a story about how you first really came to sing in public. And I don't hope we haven't trivialized it, but it sort of boils down to going into a bar one night to order a beer. Is that true?
Well, kind of. I went into a Bianchi and Margaritas on West 4th Street here in Manhattan.
Okay.
And it's no longer there. But I went in and I ordered a Coca-Cola. I don't drink alcohol. So I went in and ordered a Coca-Cola, and the bartender at the time, Joe D'Amico, hey, Joe, if you're out there, he said, Coca-Cola's not good for your voice.
Oh, so it wasn't beer, it was Coca-Cola. See, it's more sexy if you went in to get a beer.
Yeah, if I went in to get a beer, because I'm a truck driver and a bounty hunter. But no, I went in to get a Coke, and he actually ended up giving me a seltzer water and orange juice at room temperature, because he said it was good for the voice.
Right, and at that point, did he encourage you to sing, or did you think to yourself,
he did.
This guy...
He told me $2.50, and I said, what? He said, hey, welcome to New York, where are you from? And I said, I'm from Virginia. And he goes, well, it's free if you get up and sing.
And so? So
I got up and I sang a piece from Tosca, the opera Tosca, and there was no one in the audience except for two people, in the restaurant, except for two people. And the whole wait staff came out and watched me sing, and then after I finished, this gentleman invited me over to his table, and I sat down. And, I sat and talked, and he said, call him Bobby. And I called him Bob all night for about an hour. And I went to the bathroom. When I came out, Joe D'Amico said, do you have a clue who you're talking to? And I said, yeah, his name's Bob. He said, that's one of the greatest actors in the world. That's Robert Duvall.
You were sitting right next to Robert Duvall and you didn't realize it?
No, I didn't know. Here I'm a country boy. Well, we found out that we live close to each other. He lives in the Plains, Virginia, and I live in Arlington. I'm from Arlington. So we hit it off, and then a week later, I went into another restaurant, and that's when my career actually started.
Now, I was going to say, at what point during all of this are you saying to yourself, all right, this is a sign? If ever there were a series of events that sounded like someone was trying to tell you something about what you need to do with your singing, it's this series of events, from the bartender to Robert Duvall and on and on.
Yeah, I went into another restaurant, and there was a guy there from Santa Fe Opera, the head of Santa Fe, one of the founders of Santa Fe, Richard Gaddis. He saw me sing, approached me, and said, gave me his card and said, he wanted me to sing at Santa Fe, and that was the beginning of my career, and that was the summer of '92.
Really?
Yep.
And the first album that you did was Hear the Angel Voices.
First solo Christmas album, yep. And that's out this year, and here in New York, it's in J&R Music World. That's where you can get it.
So do you have a special affinity for Christmas music? Is that
I do.
Something you've always been drawn to?
Yeah, it seems like O Holy Night has become my calling card. I've sung at St. Patrick's last year, Christmas Eve. Katie Couric had me on the Today Show. I've sung it at the White House. The president invited me to the White House 2 Christmases ago to sing it for the lighting of the National Christmas Tree.
Are you ever nervous when you take the stage even now?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
If you're not nervous, there's something wrong.
You use that to your advantage, I would think.
Absolutely. You channel that energy into a positive.
Is there one venue over another that you prefer, or what's been your favorite place that you've been able to
from
sing?
all the places I've performed in the world, probably Dresden in Germany, and Hamburg in Germany, and Firenze in Florence.
So the bounty hunting thing really is over. You're not doing that on the side.
Well, if you're looking for someone.
Yeah, you're your guy.
No, I don't do that anymore.
Well, good for you. And you've been I don't want to say practicing, but you've been doing a sound check here all morning, and it's really been great to have you here as we've been sort of doing our regular news thing here this morning to have you. And you're going to sing coming up as well. And for more information on Carl Tanner's album, you can log on to myfoxny.com and click on the Good Day